Okay, so now we're going to go for the grid lines. As you can see, I have created a layer that's called grid lines. Now I'm going to take up construction lines. We're going to take horizontal construction lines first, and then we come here and we're going to place the construction line on the outer flash of every single beam there. So this one is right there, and right after that we have this one right here, outer flash, and right here we have another outer flash on that place. And let's see how many horizontals are left. Here we go, another outer flash, and then again this outer flash has already been covered, so I'm letting go of the command. Again, I'm activating the command. This time I'm going to take vertical lines, and then we are going to take it on the outer flash. There we go, one outer flash, and then here we go, another outer flash, another outer flash, and then another outer flash, and then we have another outer flash. That's done, and then another outer flash right over there, and I think we have covered all of the outer flashes. Okay, now that it's done, I'm going to select all these lines. I'm going to change the dimension to a different dimension, different layer. We can either do that, or there's going to be a bit of a hassle, so let's not do that. Let's just keep it as it is. Now we're going to do offset. This time we're going to do an offset of half the width of the beams, so that the grid lines get to the center of the beam. So that is going to be 5 inches. Hit enter. It's done. Come right over here. There we go. We have 1. We have 2. The center of the beam. We have 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, these are done. Only one left. 10. There we go, it's done. Now we're going to choose the lines that are on the outer flash instead of the center. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Finally, we have one more left. There, selected them all. Now we're going to delete them. So they are now deleted. Now what we are going to do is we're going to go back to our architectural plan. There we go, and we're going to need this boundary line right over here. So I'm just going to copy the boundary line, but I don't know which to reference it with, which place to reference it with. So we can see that on this corner there's a column. So if I go to the working drawing right over here, we can see that this is at the tip of the column right over there. So if we pick this as our copying reference, and then if we copy it on this tip, then we have a correct reference right there. Okay, so that we understand where our boundary line is, now we're going to draw up a rectangle. So let's draw up a rectangle that's a bit outside of our boundary line. There we go, not too much outside, just a bit outside. There you go, it's done. Now we're going to trim up the construction lines that we have just drawn. There, it's done. Let me just delete that as well. Let's delete these. Delete them. Delete and delete. Yeah, that's done. Okay, now that they're all trimmed, I'm just going to select the rectangle and delete the rectangle itself, and it is done. Now we just need to number the grids. For that purpose, we're going to take up circles. Let me take one circle, and let's say activate 2P, so 2-point circle, 1 point here, and let's say about this much should be nice. Yeah, let me see. Yep, that's good enough. So we have drawn a circle. Now inside there we're going to put in a text, so let's take in our text layer. There we go, and let's put in a text right over here. Let's give it a size of 6 inches times New Roman, and here we're going to write in 1. Click on OK. Let's see how big that is. Okay, we need to go a lot bigger, so let's just say that I would like to go 12 inches. sorry, I needed to select this first. Now 12 inches, hit enter. That's still small, so I'll just say 18 inches. 18 inches look alright to me, so I'll just place it at the center. There you go. Now I'm going to copy the whole thing. This is the reference point. Place it on here, here, and here. There we go. Now we're going to change the names. This is not going to be 2. Sorry, no 1. This is going to be 2. This is going to be 3. And this is going to be 4. Okay, now we place them at the center so that they look good. Place it at the center so it looks good. Again, place it on the center so that it looks good. It's already at the center. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's done. Now, again, we're just going to copy a single circle so that the bubbles are actually similar in size. Okay, now we come here, we place one just right over there. Again, we're going to copy this as well. Let's see, from here to here. Now, to double click on it, Control A, let's call it A. Okay, it's done. Let's place it at the center. There we go. Now, we're just going to copy the whole thing up from this location to there, to there, to there, to there, and to here. Alright, we have done that. Now we'll just change the letters B, C, D, E, F. There you go, it's done. Now let's place them at the center so that they look good. Okay. Okay. Alright. Now we're going to select them all, or just copy them all. Done. This is going to be the reference point of copying, and this is where we're going to copy them to. Done. Now we're going to do the same thing for the side ones. Hold them. Select this location and then place them right over there. There you go. So our grid lines for the grid beam is done. Now we'll just do it for the typical beam, and doing that is not a big hassle. We'll just copy everything up. By everything I mean the lines, these lines, and this, and also this. Now we need a reference point. Let's just say that this is going to be our reference. We come here and place it on to right over there. There we go. So right now you can see the grid beam layout plan and the 4-beam layout plan. Yet they're not complete yet. So we're going to continue on in the next video, but first let me just move them a little bit more apart. Okay, there we go. Now that looks good. That looks better. Alright, so that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.